What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm ImJslay. Thank you so much for joining me, and wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating, and if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button, and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out, but in it, I discuss who I feel are the best running backs in Ultimate Team. You don't want to miss it. Check it out. So for today's video, I'm going to be discussing 4 more budget beasts that you should consider adding to your team. Now these are going to be cards that are under 100k, but even if you have a 93 overall team, as you can see, I still use a lot of these players. And if you just got Ultimate Team, or if you just got Madden 21 for Christmas and you hopped in on Ultimate Team, these cards, after just playing a few challenges, winning a few head-to-head games, these cards can really take your team to the next level, and they're not going to be super expensive either. So now I have done multiple iterations of budget beasts on the channel. There's going to be a card in the top right hand corner that you can click on if you want to go see each and every one of them. Yes, their prices are going to be different, but as I mentioned earlier, if you're new to Ultimate Team, those are some cards that you want to look at to add to your team right away. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to the first card. Okay, so the first card is going to be Carolina Panthers cornerback. He's at a 90 overall. Came to us from the Blitz promo. This is Dante Jackson. Now, I've already discussed Dante Jackson previously on the channel when we talked about the best players and the best items from the Blitz promo. However, this is now a budget card that you should add or consider adding to your team. Let's take a look at his attributes, and then we'll talk a little bit about what you want to do with Dante Jackson. So, not even being powered up, dude's got 94 speed. Going to allow you to stay with some of the fast receivers in the game. Deion Sanders, I know it's weird saying Deion Sanders at receiver, but Deion Sanders, Tyreek Hill, just to name a few, right? He lacks in the coverage department, right? Base card, 87-man, 82 zone. However, get tier 10 lockdown, get him powered up. You're going to get his man coverage over the 90. It's going to be around 92, 93. You're going to get that zone coverage up to about 87 or 88. So not the greatest, and his press is not that great either. However, the cool thing about this card and what I do with my corners is I play them at the safety position. So this could be a very solid free safety option that you could use on your team. Having that lower press but having the higher speed is going to make up for a lot of what he lacks in the coverage department, right? So another thing, safeties now, unfortunately, if they want to have Acrobat, which Acrobat is an ability, it used to be a 1 ability point ability for all secondary members. Well, now for safeties, it is a 2 ability point ability that allows those players with Acrobat to get the diving, swats, and interceptions, whereas if they don't, they're less likely to have that. Dante Jackson being a corner, it's a 1 ability point ability, so you could still play him at safety and get the added benefit of only having to use 1 ability point for that ability, that being Acrobat. So a lot of good reasons why you want to have this card on your team. If you get him powered up, right, 95 speed, you get him up to, if you have tier 10, I believe. I'm not sure what tier it is as far as the sprinters go. I fumble this around every single time. But if you got 30 sprinters, he's going to have 97 speed, right? That's what Tyreek Hill comes with unless you've got him on a full 50 of 50 Chiefs theme team. And you've got the 30 sprinters, aforementioned. So, solid card, right? Let's come over. Let's see how much he is actually going for when we take into account his power up, take into account his core elite. That's costing you about 5k right there between his power up and his core elite. And then the card itself is only going for about 46, 45-ish or so k, right? So well under 100k. Definitely a card you want to look to go out and get, especially if you just got Ultimate Team. Play him at safety. You won't regret it. Dante Jackson, add him to the squad. Alright, this is a card. I went back. I was looking at a couple of my previous videos. I was like, I know I've talked about Raheem Mostert before, right? I got to. The guy is one of the best running backs in the game. Still, when you take into account speed and the fact that he could be used on a Ravens, he could be used on a 49ers, I believe he could be used on a Browns theme team. You could use him on a lot of different theme teams if you use theme teams, but this card's just sick in general. It is 90 overall, 49er running back, Raheem Mostert. Now, without being powered up, 92 speed, that's one better than Reggie Bush. 77 trucking, I don't know why I just went to 77 trucking as his first stat that I talk about after speed. 91 acceleration, 87 agility, 89 carrying, 64 catching. I will tell you this, at 64 catching, doesn't really matter that much. Raheem Mostert in my offense, I actually put him in trips tight end at the slot wide receiver position. That way I could audible down into I form, slot close, strong close, not slot close, strong close for my running formations, right? And I put him on routes that I would have a receiver on, right? And I didn't notice him dropping balls at all. So don't worry about that 64 catching stat and 85 broken tackle, right? But this card is a solid option for a number 1 or a number 2 running back. The only downside of him, if he's your number 1 running back and you want to use backfield master, is he has the elusive back archetype. And as an elusive backfield master, which allows you to put him on more hot routes and has better catching from the backfield, is a 2 ability point ability. You have a receiving back archetype, it's a 1 ability point ability. Said that right. How about that? I said that quick and I said it perfect. So that's really the only downside from this card, man. You want to have him powered up, get the sprinters, get him on a theme team. He's going to be up to 96 speed. He's on a full theme team, 97 speed from a card that, let's take a look at how much he's going for right now. In the past, this is probably why I didn't put him on before. His power up was selling for like 40K before. It was wild. 4K for the 81 overall. You can use a power up pass on that if you want to. 6K for his power-up, so we're talking 10K right there. And then his most feared card's going for about 60K. So under that 100K mark, it's not going to cost you any additional, or it's not going to cost you over 100K total when you talk about training him and everything like that. So solid card that you want to add to the squad. This could be your number 1 back, or this could be your number 2 back if you run a 2 running back formation like I do. Solid option there. Raheem Mostert, another good one to add to the team. All right, listen, this one actually pains me a little bit to have to put on this list. I was actually going to put the 89 overall Lawrence Taylor, I believe it's a 90 overall Lawrence Taylor legend card. However, this card right here, you're going to be shocked. You can see the buy now price, $95K. This card's under 100K. It's going to be a little more expensive if you do add in his power up. The reason it pains me to put Derek Thomas, who's a 92 overall Kansas City Chief, on this list is I wanted to use my 91 or my 92 to 93, or no, my 91 to 92 power-up pass that I just got. I wanted to use it on this card, right? And then I wanted to sell this card for like 170K. I guess I waited a day too late. Now, I think it makes sense because I think a lot of people got the daily challenge 91 to 92 power-up pass to be able to use. But nonetheless, man, it was a bit unfortunate to say the least. But that doesn't mean that you can't go out and get this card right now and add it to your team, and I'll tell you why. This dude's a monster. No power-ups, no chemistries, nothing. 88 speed, 92 acceleration, 89 strength, 87 block shed. Guy's got 91 power move and 90 finesse move, meeting those thresholds right there. Now, there are some guys in the game to get 95 and 95 right now, so that would be ideal. That would be better, but this card right here is still on my team. I got edge threat on him. He's still dominating, right? Put some chemistries on him, get him on a Chiefs theme team. He's going to get up to 89 speed once powered up, 90 speed if he's on a Chiefs theme team with 25 Chiefs. Tackling goes up if you got him on lockdown. It's going to be up to about 95, I believe. If you put some of the other chemistries that would benefit linebackers and D linemen, can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Don't kill me on that one. His power move and finesse move is going to be even higher, right? So I don't use this card at outside linebacker. I actually slide Derek Thomas down to play right in, so I have edge threat on him in 3-3-5 and then nickel over G, right? So he's coming off the edge. He gets those dominant pass rush moves when he's coming off the edge. Solid card right here. Let's take a look, and we saw 95K, but I don't believe that was actually even the cheapest one. Power-up's 12K, so this is going to be a little more than 100K, but listen, go out and spend it. There was one that was like 86K just a few seconds ago before I actually started talking about this one. 95K for this card right here, though, so a little over 105K, but definitely worth it. And really, you could get it for under 100K because, like I said, I saw one for like 85K just a few minutes ago. That with the power up under 100K. This right here, this is your edge rusher, Derek Thomas. Go out and get him. Promise you, I still use him, and I don't plan on him going anywhere anytime soon. That Lawrence Taylor is going to be way too expensive as far as the fully powered up one goes. Derek Thomas, solid addition to the team. All right, if you watched yesterday's video, you've already seen me talk about this card, but I'm going to talk about him a little bit more because it can't be understated the kind of value that Reggie Bush can bring to a budget team, especially at this point in Madden. Yes, 91 overall, New Orleans Saints running back. He could be put on a lot of different teams, though. 49ers, Saints. He could be put on Dolphins, Lions, a lot of different teams there. This is Reggie Bush right now. If you missed yesterday, you already know why I love this card. I still use this card, and I'm going to be upgrading to Alvin Kamara pretty soon, but comes with 91 speed, not powered up, 92 acceleration, 82 catching, 91 change of direction, 89 broken tackle. The thing that I love about him, though, is that he has the receiving back archetype, and as a receiving back, as I mentioned with Raheem Mostert, Backfield Master is a 1 ability point ability, so when I am needing to put him on additional hot routes from the backfield, I don't have to use more ability points than what I need. Now, get him powered up. Listen, here's where it gets fun. Put him on a Saints theme team, get you the 30 sprinters. He's going to go up to 95 speed, so meeting that threshold right there. You definitely can't argue with that. 93 speed if you don't have him on a theme team, but if you have him powered up, maybe have 15 sprinters. That's what I've got right now. So he's gotten slower. I will tell you that because of a lot of the faster players in the game. I have definitely noticed that, and that's why I want to get Kamara, because I'm not running a Niners theme team anymore, and I don't have enough sprinters to get him up to 95 speed, right? So, but nonetheless, this card you really, really want to consider getting for all of the reasons that I mentioned before. His power-up's going for about 4K. I've actually seen this thing going for as low as like 2K. So the 4K power-up and then 60K for the actual card itself, well under that 100K, even when you add in what you need to train him to get him up to 92 overall, right? So definitely consider, and I would strongly recommend adding Reggie Bush to your team. Okay, so that is going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating. If I was not clear on something, if you have a question related to the video, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, I hope you can understand where the thought process was, or if you just want to say what's up, man, leave that in the comment section down below. I love interacting with each and every one of you down there. And if you'd like to see more content, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. I'm ImJslay. I'm signing out today. I'll catch you all on my next video.